Do, 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 do. I never did that? Okay. No one's got it, apparently. I know this is the collective, that's right. I might just go do that. I'll do some chef runs. Command that, and where is it? Swarm. Put it on Monson. Yeah. Just doing one stage real quick. Just one stage, one singular stage. Let's see how it sounds. There it is. Why do I have this instead of the dash? I probably just unlocked it and I put it on. I didn't think too much about it. Do 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 do. Oh, sweet, a gold item. It's a shame this run's going in the trash to do audio testing. I may not have to go in the trash. May not have to go in the trash. If you see me with a gold item, it didn't go in the trash. If I have a, can we like get rid of these okay, alright. That's very cool. That's very cool. Very cool. Probes that I hate. Alright. Let's see. Do that. Kill these beetles. Another beetle dead. Another beetle dead. Another beetle dead. Miss, miss, miss. Ooh, 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 ooh. Alright. Okay, alright. Yeah, yeah. Nope. Yeah. Bam. Get him. Gotta have the head on the swivel, head on the swivel. Alright, hold on, let me see something real quick. Wonderful news. The audio sounded fine, which means this run does not go in the trash. Shatter Spleen, Bleed, Topaz Brooch. I don't know some of these new items. I'm gonna have to learn them. Leech Seed, and this looks like a modded item. That's what this looks like. This looks like a modded item. Like, fuck, I didn't mean to grab that. I'm gonna grab the ukulele. It's okay. You know, it'll be fine. Now 20 burn stacks on the final boss. I don't know, that should be relatively easy if I build burn. Yep. Wop, wop. Wink. Now the bison one though, that one's probably pretty difficult. Because not only do I need a stage with bison, I go to Rally Point Delta, I guess. But, you know, I need a stage with both bison and enough of them. It needs to be high enough difficulty that enough of them are spawning for me to actually, like, do that achievement. Sorry, I had to sneeze there. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Okay, alright, my bad. This is why I wanted the ukulele. It also helps if I could aim, but, you know, like, you know, aiming is relative, you know, if you think about it, right? You know, not everyone can aim. Okay, so how am I supposed to... Actually, wait, hold on. And just like that, get my ukulele. For a second, I was wondering how I was going to get up there, but, you know... All problems can be solved by thinking about it for more than 2 seconds. Harvester site, that's what I'm looking for. And... actually don't know if that procs. I guess he throws the dagger, the cleavers faster, excuse me, not daggers. Get a sticky bomb, jump over that, jump over that. Okay, alright, see you later. Bing bong, bing bing, bing bing bing. Do Hey, do the cleavers? Oh, the cleavers deal damage while they're out. Oh, okay. I knew that. I didn't just find that out. This isn't like my 3rd time playing Chef. What are you talking about? I've of course done the entire collective DLC. I have not. That's a lie. I was still upset Hand didn't get added in. I bought it, I mean, because I knew it was going to probably enjoy it. You know, I've heard they've gotten their stuff together after the first DLC. What was the first DLC called? Garbage and Terrible? That might as well have been the name. The name of the game, the name of it might have been just Garbage and Terrible, if we're going to be honest with you here. At least at launch, and to this day, it's still pretty garbage and terrible. Just added in utter nonsense. Utter nonsense, that's what it added in. Alright? Because, like, who the golden pillar boss that spawns, it's literally just a nightmare to fight. Like, who designed that? Who designed that new golem type? No, who asked for that? Okay, well, sometimes I bug out and get through your one-shot protection and kill you instantly anyway. Oh, yeah, me too, buddy. And then they're like, we fixed that. No, it's not fixed. It's not fixed. It still happens. But whatever, you know, as a Risk of Rain player who survived the start of Survivors of the Void and Risk of Rain 2 at launch, trust me, I know nonsense when I see it. Alright? Alright, listen. They had those DLCs, well, the base game and Survivors of the Void, you know, they had their problems at launch. Collapse damage was one of those problems. Man, someone really signed off on collapse damage. Like I think that's the craziest part. Is that someone sat there and said, yeah, collapse damage? That's a good idea. And to be fair, when we the player are using it, it's not that bad. It's just the enemies are a little bit different than the players and how much damage they deal. You hear thunder rumbling? Okay, alright. I don't know what that means. I'm sure it means something bad. Just gonna Where's Rally Point Delta? Yes. Oh, wait a minute. That was the secret stage. Okay. Well, not the secret stage. I don't know how secret of a stage it is when everyone knows about it. The Secluded Coast, I think it's called. Beach. Something. Where you can get, Aurelian. Alright. Rally Point Delta. We need some bison. Now, is it 20 bison at once, or is it just in general? Can you, like, get a little bit closer, please? Thank you. No, don't hit me back. Thank you. I hope it's not 20 at once. I hope it's 20 in general. I need some movement speed. The fact I almost got hit by that should really tell me I need some movement speed. Where's the portal? I need a stun grenade too. Item drop? Speed or... Yeah, I need speed more than I need the stun grenade. I won't be able to outrun anything. There it is. It's always in the most obvious spot. Where are the bison, by the way? Is it just not high enough difficulty for bison to spawn yet? This is crazy. This is my usual setup. You know, command, sacrifice, swarm. I haven't really talked about it. If you play Risk of Rain, you know the setup. You should know the setup. Can we get a bleed? Can we get a bleed? We have 2 things to inflict bleed, and we got 0 bleed, which is crazy to think about. Hey, can you, like, not do that, though? I'm dead. Not dead. Not dead, not dead. Almost dead, but not dead. That was so bad. We just need to back up. We just need to back up for a second and recoup. Alright. Whoo-wee! Man, oh man. Oh, there's bats. These guys. See, this is why we get the ukulele. I'm so glad I got those movement speed items, because if not, I would not be able to dodge this guy's attacks. Oh my goodness, that was so bad. I also need better healing, but we gotta work at problems at a time, you know? By the way, that freeze should have definitely killed me. I'm gonna be real with you here. When I got frozen, like, I'm surprised I did not immediately get put in execute range, man. Okay, alright. Alright, thank you for pointing out how I'm bad at aiming. Alright, thank you. By the way, no bison. I'm pretty sure I didn't see a single bison. So I guess I'm gonna have to hope to get the event that causes bison. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, how am I gonna get 20 stacks of burn on Mythrix? Like, okay, we proc, banned, and then what? Okay, like, why are you here? Just frame 1 here. That's crazy about him. This is why you make sure you grab your defense items. Topaz brooches, so that you just keep going. Hopefully you get some benefits here. I mean, like, I could run straight to Mythrix. I mean, it'd be, like, kind of crazy. Okay, like, chill, first of all. Chill! Alright. Now that they have chilled. Thank you, Teddy Bear, for blocking damage. You know what? I forgot. I got one Teddy Bear too. That was probably crazy clutch. I didn't hear the block sound, but it probably clutched up in there, you know? Look, you already used your last attack. You can't do it again. Alright. Stun grenade, like I kept saying I was gonna get. Where's the portal? Wait, portal's in the center of the stage. So that's beneficial. I gotta get one buy star. Ooh. Chill. Yeah, my bad. I know what happens if I let those guys get a big hit on me. I prefer not to have that happen. It's not there. Okay, so it's probably like down here. Okay. I want to wager. I need a double jump. There it is. In case you don't know what I'm looking for, gold chests. The 4th stage always has a guaranteed gold item to get. And there's this map. It's the same every spot in like the underworld like red map. I don't remember its name off the top of my head. But you know, if you've played the game, you know the burning red map. That was the only 4th stage map at the start of the game. Then there's the DLC one that came from Survivors of the Void with the vultures. No. This map came with. No. Did both of them come with it? No. No. Oh gosh, I'm mixing up my DLC launch my launch schedules. Anyway, yeah, no. So on this stage, it is a glowing mushrooms will be around the box. You have to just find the mushrooms, and they will lead you to the box. They used to be a little bit further out, but I guess now they put them like straight at the entrance, which is fine. I mean, if you know where the like 3 to 4 spawn locations are, I mean, you can just cut them off the list. One is like up there, like at the top of this tree, like way up there. One's in the center of the map, although I rarely ever see it spawn there. It's like it can. It just I so rarely see it. One's there. Okay, so wait, hold on. I think it's 5. One's there. One is here, and there's another. If that pillar spawns in the middle, it's one there. And so, or if that pillar spawns down there, there's one down there. Those are like the locations. It pays to know where they are. And if you go to the vulture map, they will spawn it. You have to, fight the boss, break the eggs around the map, and just fight the boss to get it. So, I mean, that one's honestly the hardest one to get, since the other two are just grind money to eventually be able to open it. So that's technically the hardest one to get. But I mean, if you're confident in your damage, then you shouldn't worry about it. Also, I need a green item before I open this chest. So we're gonna actually hold off on that to see if I can get a green to spawn. Okay, like nothing spawning. That works too, I guess. I mean, I can always come back and get it before I leave, as long as I remember to come get it before I leave. There's probably some that spawn behind me, so no, actually, I'm impressed. Probably want to. They probably will spawn the teleporter, fight the boss, and see if a green spawns. If a green spawns, then we get the star so that we can just double up the red item. Okay, I don't like. Okay, I know it says the name of the boss at the top of the screen, but like I didn't read that. What I read instead was nothing, and I was just like, "What's the boss?" You know what? Backup mags. I could get a bunch of backup mags to get 20 burn stacks for the boss. Yeah, that would actually just make a lot of sense. Okay, I'm doing bad. You should never open items while the stage is still ending. You should just wait till the stage is over and enemy spawn rates drop to like the negatives. That way, you know, you don't risk, you know, spontaneously combusting from one random enemy getting lucky to get you while you're picking an item. Of course, this only applies if you're playing with command. If you're not playing with command, I mean, you know, it's whatever, I guess. You can just pick it up. I mean, unless you're like a rat. If you're a rat, you'll just pick it up at the start. You know, you won't even wait. You know, your friends will have like 10 items and you'll have 30, and your friends will look at you like, well, you're gonna have to carry. And then you fumble the bag because you're not good at the game. You just ratted all the items, and your friends couldn't keep up because they had nothing. So you know, just remember that next time you play Risk of Rain with your friends, maybe install shared suite. That way you guys don't have to fight over items. Sorry about that. My mouse was fighting me. Grab this. Grab this. Come over here. Grab another harvester site. Grab the here. Go for the crit again. Go over here. Get the blue band. Okay, there's still enemies left. Yikers. Oh, I meant to pop the shrine too. Well, whatever. I was gonna go to the fight Aurelian and get the gold item from that too. But you know, maybe if I got enough money and it still works, I'll go do it. But if I don't, I bet, you know, happens. You know, do. I still didn't get a double jump. I still haven't achieved my double jump. Alright. Okay, alright, good. Always get those two pretty soon. I don't, you guys listen, I'm sorry to inform you of this, but I am an engineer main, and I know the engineer setup, so I always get those two red items first. Are they as good on other survivors? I mean, you know, they're alright. You know, they're not like gonna, you know, make or break you or anything. You know, extra healing is always nice, so, I mean, you know, you really stand to lose anything by grabbing them. Alright. Okay, right. Random jellyfish from behind. Yeah, me too. This is the first time I've ever spawned this far out. However, knowing the general puzzle logic of this stage, the teleporter is usually, for some reason, and it's only this stage, in the exact opposite direction of wherever you spawn. Like, if you spawn on one side of the map, just head to the other side of the map. I don't know why it's like that. None of the other stages follow the portal logic like that consistent. But usually if I'm ever like, oh, I spawn at the bottom of the map, at the very bottom, okay, so it's probably like on the other side of the map near the top. Okay, like, that's not one of my projectiles. Okay, if I can like hit, then like, you know, it'd be really cool if you guys like stop spawning. Okay, so what did I just say? This is not what I wanted. I say anyway, so since I spawned down here at the very bottom, I'm just gonna head up, like straight up from to in the opposite direction. See if I get there or not. I know it's not the song that's playing. Okay, alright, don't at me. I forget the lava burns you. Sometimes I forget if it's just an environmental, like, floor type, or if it actually burns you. And the key word here is that it actually does burn you. So the portal should be like, yeah, there it is. Also, something spawned because my screen shook like crazy. Okay, I knew something was around. I knew something was around because my screen was. I didn't remember which boss it was. The other one should be nearby or something. Maybe not. We'll find out. I still don't have a double jump. Maybe I'll remember this time. Now, I still want to try and get the bison thing, so I think I'm going to do one loop. Okay, alright. You guys don't want me to fight you? I don't want to fight you either. Alright. I find that, like, Swarm early on is really bad. And then later on, you can't tell a difference because, you know, everything blows up anyway. Okay, whoa. First of all, whoa. Oh, so fun. Oh, fun. That's my favorite. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, alright. Just clean it up. Just work through your problems, you know? This is why you get new Kahanas, alright? Alright. Bam, bam. There's the other one. Yeah, I can get like 20 stacks. Like, I don't need to like... Well, actually, no, I do need to beat Mithrix, considering that the achievement is, you know, beat the game on Monson, so I do kind of have to beat him. I could always just obliterate. I could go for the obliterate, I guess, and then do another run later to beat Mithrix by just blitzing him. Excuse me. Excuse me. I might do that. Well, as if I get the bison. Like, there's no point. Well, no, obliterate just to get the alt skin, and then maybe do the bison and the other one in another run. I don't know, because like I don't know if I'm gonna get another bison stage, to tell you the truth. By the way, if you're looking at my lunar coins, they are legitimate. And I don't know if you were questioning if they were or not, but like, they are legitimate. I rarely spin them, so most of the time they just stockpile. And whenever I do spin them, it's usually just to try and get an achievement done. So, yeah. Or if I'm doing a Jester of the Drown funny use item build, then I will also use them. But, you know, that doesn't cost that much. What are we at crit-wise? Not good at all, actually. Need to get an ignition tank just for the damage. Get another stun grenade. And then get a chrono bauble next green item so I can just provide negative effect build. Excuse me, where did you come from? Disturbed impact. Yeah. Alright, so there should be a gold totem here then. Yes? I don't know why I even tried. Alright. Gold totem. There's a stone titan over there. Nope. There's a second stone titan much closer to my location. There he is. Interesting thing about Swarm is that Swarm doesn't actually lower their damage, it just lowers their HP. At least I think it does. I don't think it lowers their damage, which just means that, ooh. You play enough runs of Risk of Rain, and you know, you learn to limit test your character, you know? Listen. I swear I heard the item drop noise. Maybe it just wasn't him. And maybe I'm going crazy. Did I not get the message? Hold on. You hear thunder rumbling. Okay, so you should be here. There it is. I was like, we should have a pillar somewhere. Okay, I didn't realize they'd all had the gold effects. Me too, buddy. Zooming. I know I can proc the pillar early, but I want the more enemy spawns so I have more item chances. By the way, these are the enemy type that can go through your one-shot protection with ease. I think he's perma-stunned right now, though, which is why he hasn't moved. And they're also really buggy. I don't know if you can tell. I guess it was kind of pretty obvious by the fact that he just kind of is... Well, the other one never canceled his spin animation. He just stayed spinning forever. I don't know if that kind of explains why they're buggy, or like what's up with them. They're just not right. Okay, 3 of y'all spawn. Oh no, 4 of y'all spawn, my bad. Miscounted. First aid kit, just in case. I'm gonna have to be very careful because I don't want to go through the portal. Maybe if like Chef had like a skin related to, you know, beating Prime Meridian event, I'd go through the portal. And then because then I beat the game and get the item. But you want to know something? For some reason, they just like didn't give like the survivors that came with the DLC like anything for Prime Meridian, which is kind of weird in my opinion, because I feel like, you know, like, yeah, they need the Prime Meridian stuff to some of their achievements. Some, not even all of them. But like, I feel like they should have just like given them a Prime Meridian skin while they were, you know, being released. I don't know. It would have felt like they were more integrated into the DLC, but because they just don't have it, they feel like they were just like tacked on, you know. Yeah, it sucks, you know. But, I mean, you know, at the very least, hey, they still didn't give them a skin to go along with the new DLC either. Only the original survivors got a skin. Which, it's still kind of baffling, you know, and like, just in a different way. Like, what do you mean, like, the new... Okay, so, like, the survivors who were already out didn't get to get an upgrade... But the vanilla survivors, the ones who came with the base game, and I think Survivors of the Void, they all got something for Prime Meridian, but then not even the Survivors of the Void guys got something for the Alloy Collective DLC. So I don't know, man. Like, I get that they want to add in new characters, but like if the new characters also just aren't getting the same stuff, then they feel like they're less cared for, I guess, than, you know, the other option. And I feel like, you know, that's just not right. You know, that's not right. We need to give every character needs to have, you know, a skin for every DLC. I feel like that would just be appropriate. I think we need to give the Survivors of the Void themed skin for people for the new Survivors. Alloy Collective skins for them too. I just think that would be better. they have to be able to come up with something, man. Especially because I'm pretty sure the studio is you know, like, I'm pretty sure like Risk of Rain is one of their main focuses. So I don't know why they wouldn't have the resources down to, you know. That's also not what I wanted. What does it do though? Oh, okay, that's okay, I guess. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe in the future, all these characters, you know, will get like they'll update the game, and everyone will have a skin for every DLC, and it'll be a grand old time. But for right now, that's just not the case. So, nope. You know what? We gotta play it as they say, where it lies, and where it lies is what we've got right now. I have seen the new DLC. I've been interested in a new Kahanas DLC for a while, so you know I'm pretty excited about that. But you know I don't know what they're gonna do. I know a lot of people, well not a lot of people, some people are very concerned with the loot pool being diluted, which I can get that, because like if a new player picks up the game, and with all the DLCs, they will not know what to look for, like, or what's like good items. For as much as the original items weren't too many, they all did exactly what you needed them to do to like scale a character. And you know we do risk a chance of losing that the more items we get in here, because not all items are useful to your end goals. As a matter of fact, some can be quite useless if you don't know what you're doing. So like, some items are purely in a, hey, you kind of have to know the game to get into use. Like the bands don't help you if you don't know what you're looking for, you know? Like sure, they're nice to see, potentially even to have, but like they do a little bit of extra damage, but like if you don't know what the bands do, then they're useless. And they're not going to help you survive. They don't heal you, they don't provide you any defense stats, they don't provide you any movement speed. They're just straight damage, and straight damage is good, you know, when you can survive to use it. But if you're getting one shot by a lesser wisp, it ain't like you know, you can't beat a boss because you have no HP for it, then and all that damage doesn't really matter. Is this? Did I accidentally discover a synergy? Does Monster Chief proc that picking up small minor items thing? Because I'm hearing a beep every time I pick one up. I think it does. Unless that's just the Monster Tooth pickup noise, which I don't think it is. I think Monster Troop drops triangles on when, or spawns triangles when you pick things up. I think I'm just gonna obliterate at the obelisk, because I gotta like, okay, so like me and my friends have Warhammer minis now, and we're gonna try and figure out how to play them, and I don't got enough time to be running around forever trying to get these achievements. Gonna get this achievement done right now. So okay, so like your field just, oh, I have no items. I see. That would have been really bad if they had all shot at the same time while I had no items. I was about to, you know, just accept my fate, you know? That could have been it. Did I get Chrono Bubble? I did. So what do we have? We have a slow, bleed, burn, freeze. So yeah, slow, stun, burn, freeze, bleed. That should be enough for Death Mark. Okay. I don't know where they came from. Probably should get some AP rounds or something. And this is not a stage for Bison. So I guess no Bison. Yep. We love Deathmark. When you can proc Deathmark would be so good. I'm trying to find the portal from here. Is it behind me? Oi. Portal. Think about what you're doing next time, right? Okay, well I don't see it above ground. It may just be like blind to it. Look at this. That was for alloy collector. There it is. Couldn't see the sparks, but I see it. Oh, good Dune Striders. We love Dune Striders. We don't love Dune Striders. Nobody does. Swarm Deathmark would be so good. Get out. I should have gotten that lunar item that shrinks the portal space, but I get double the speed while I was in the lunar shop, but oh well. I think it's like convergence or something. I don't know. Can't really be affording to lose my items at this point. One Clay Dune Man or whatever, I don't remember their names. Clay Templar will absolutely demolish me if he gets to hold me at range. So I can't allow that one to happen. Hey! Let's calm down. Let's go now. Right. Anyway. Okay, so like I know I'm ending the stage soon. Like the end run, like right now. But the reason I'm picking up items is so that I can just jump to the end and don't have to interact with the jumping puzzle at all. It's barely even a puzzle, man. I tell you the truth, right? Pick up another. Alright. Alright, and turn and wrong way, wrong one. The right way. I love doing that every time. Alright. Get the chef mastery. What does it even look like? Okay, I mean, it's not bad. He's not bad. I mean, I could have done a little bit better, but you know, it's not bad. It's not bad. Alright. Yeah, like, see, look at this. The Alloy Collective people don't even have a Alloy Collective skin. You know, I know that they're from the DLC, so it's supposed to be like, oh, you know, they don't need a skin, but I don't know, man. And these guys didn't even get you know, up to an alloyed collective skin. So, or the Survivors of the Void skin. So you know what? They should probably work on that. Anyway, thanks for watching this Risk of Rain run. There'll be more in the future. They'll just be achievement runs. I was obsessed with keeping my profile as close to 100% as possible, and as you can see, I'm not even in the 90s anymore because of how much stuff has been added to the game. So you know, I got to work on that. I got to work on the logbooks, the new stuff. You know, so honestly, like I said, you know, there's a lot of stuff I got to work on. But yeah, I used to be at like 97% here, at 100% Steam achievements. But you know what? Nah, it's not anymore. So yeah, there'll probably be more runs as I fill out the rest of this stuff. So yeah, all right. Thanks for watching. See you around.